obey your command.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Getting Down with Dave C. And welcome to another night of movies. One night only showcase. And I say that because I don't want people thinking they can watch the movie after tonight, because I got like 300 views on one of my martial arts ones and a bunch of downvotes, and I couldn't figure it out why. And then it kind of hit me that people think that they're being going to be able to watch it. So one night only showcase, everyone. Tonight only Aliens. And I kind of didn't do my timing right for this because I had to do Aliens after last week. We did Alien, and we'll get started here in a minute. I always like to just jibber jabber for a few minutes, give people time to roll in, figure out anything I might have screwed up. I think it's working. I know people on the Cosme side can hear me. Hey, FKC 2005. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. And as always, like as I'm saying, I just kind of linger on a little bit over here on the YouTube. You guys have seen all my little toys. You're gonna see this one tonight. You've seen my queen. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I'm pretty sure you have, with my xenomorph who's sitting over there somewhere. And I didn't know if I had shown you the chest burst. It's supposed to go all the way in and then he's supposed to fly out on you like that. But that's you guys know what this scene this is from. Pretty brutal scene there. And then as always, our main man right here. Look at that face. I know my lighting isn't, I don't set up for the movie nights. I just kind of throw stuff out there every now and then, but we'll get to old boy right here. And no spoiler alerts for anybody new. Yeah, he comes off kind of wussy, but he does show out in the end. But let's see what we got going on. All right, I'm going to go over to Cosme side now that I've given it here a couple of minutes. We still got we have 4 people now, 3 or 4 people watching. Thank you so much. So let's get it rolling. What time we got? A couple minutes after. Got at least 5 after. 2 minutes. All right. Let's just do it. You guys ready? I'm ready. And I love what Vasquez says to Hudson in the ship when she's doing the pull-ups. It's hilarious. I'm drinking coffee tonight, so I'll doubly try to make sure I don't talk too much. But I did want to say, the director was changed from James Cameron. It's not Ridley Scott. It's a Disney film. Yeah. Well, that last one was horrible. I think somebody might have liked it, but you like what you like. That's all there is to it. You might want to turn the volume up. I'm going to crank mine up as always and then go down. The music is slow coming in anyway, so if you can't hear anything, it's all good. But on your end, you might want to turn up the volume. Okay, it's working. Yeah, you might have to crank it on your end a little bit. James Horner and James Cameron, director. Oh, and as always, if it skips to the beginning, I'll try to keep a timestamp, or I'll know where it is for the most part. You've seen me have to do that before as well. So, Dad Man, what's up, bud? Stan Winston. Oh, he was so good. I think he did Howling, or is it American Werewolf in London? Or maybe both. The creature effects in American Werewolf in London were amazing. The transition ones. When he turns the first time. I'm going to try to crank this up all the way. Dad Man Ray. Thank you. Thank you. And as we all know, she's her and Jonesy, the only ones to get away from the Nostromo. Does that sound better? I know there's always something going on with my that I got to fix. There we go. That should sound better. Yeah, I had one little click I forgot to do. I heard an interesting thing about this scene right here that Horner was usually talking about. Originally, the studio didn't like this little scene, and supposedly he paid for this himself just to have this laser cut scene. A lot of my stuff that I do here with bonus features on YouTube, they don't allow a lot of stuff on there. I have to cut up sometimes so much it's not even worth putting movie commentaries and stuff on because they just cut up too much. Like for this one, I don't even think I did a bonus feature for this one, but maybe I'll put one together. Yeah, I'm a little bit opposite on that because they stole too much of the Romulus stole too many cutscene or scenes from different parts of Aliens. You know, you can list it as an homage or not, but Covenant, I don't even. Yeah, it's what they did with David and what's her name there. I like this effect here. Jonesy. Well, you know, she's actually kind of lucky. Those are kind of nice guys, right? I mean, they could have just, you know, got around the airlock and kept the money, kept the salvage. So she was pretty lucky if you think about it. Yeah, Ted, man. You dirty boy. Or is it just me thinking bad? I mean, what's worse than just murdering her? Jonesy. Well, I think Mrs. Stadman is gone for the week, right? Oh, Burke, you a hole. Anonymous Dolphin. Welcome to the show. I don't know who that is. That's fun. A Hail Gap After Dark, if that's you. And Lady V's here. Oh, that's Wes Cagle. Well, hey, man, awesome. Thanks for stopping in. Ah, I got it right the first time then. Look at Jonesy, scared the cat. Hollow deck. Lady V. Snort. Oh yeah, it's from last week. Tim. There's a story behind that picture. I just can't really remember it. Isn't that the lady from Stargate, guys? Everybody, that picture she showed, that's the older lady from Stargate. I think I remember now. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her. Oh, really, Rabbit? Oh, yeah, definitely. That's that scene. I always remember that scene for some reason. Oh, that's the true story? Oh, okay. So and she was in Stargate. Cool. She doesn't know yet. That piece of shit. He knows. Yeah, the lady. That's why they revoked her license, but they didn't. They didn't throw her in jail or delete her because some of them knew. Well, we know Burke knows. Boy, he knows something's wrong. Terraformers, man. They sent them up there. If you haven't, so the Whale and Utani Company sent those people up there and kept them from certain areas. That's the debate. That's a great question. Why did they wait 20 years? Because they kept them out of that area. But basically, if you really think about it, they sent them up there as to get effed. Basically, they sent those poor people up there on purpose. Yep, Lady V, you're right. They don't want to terraform that planet. Oh, I'm getting excited. It's so good. This movie's so good. Red Dwarf. Anybody want a toast? Yeah, that was the joke last week. Jonesy would turn out like Red Dwarf. So, that man, somebody mentioned in the chat that this might be the director's cut. I don't know because I can only do the DVDs, as everybody knows. My Blu-rays don't work. I'm just lucky that this worked at all, so I just play it. Good. This is the longer version. Awesome. Yeah, these two dudes weren't in the original part, right? Oh, that sucks. They got kids up there, right? I used to have one of those, the big green machine. Big wheel, yes. I had the big green machine. Lady V, so have you seen this or not seen this in a long time? Lisa! I didn't know it was you, Anonymous Rabbit. Lisa's here. Yeah, let's not spoil. I think Lady V hasn't seen some of this, so let's not spoil alert too much. But Lady V, hope you have your comfort blanket or something. Lisa, thank you. Thanks for everybody. Oh yeah, Lisa, I got lucky with this. I had no idea this was the longer version, especially with some of the scenes like those two dudes showing the kids in the hallway and some of the dialogue. Did you notice the music is really good here? I'm a huge Jerry Goldsmith fan, but Horner does a good job here. Oh, Phantom! Hello. Welcome. Classic, man. Last it's such a good movie. Yeah, no, he got robbed a few times. No, we'll be nice, lady. It's just really hard for everybody because we've seen this probably several times, most of us, and it's so good. But we'll try to behave if we can. I'll try myself. It's hard. It's hard not to say too much. Yeah, there's no. Ah, the famous newt screen. And we're off to the races. Yeah, just gotta go with it. Oh, fucking two a-holes. Yeah, right. Bullshit. They want to get rid of her. Fuck you, dude. That's what I would have told him, but guess you got to move along. Yeah, Phantom, she's working a hard job. They won't even give her flight status back, and they tried to bribe her. She still said no. Yeah, right, Lady V. Yeah, they pulled the whole shtick on gotta face your demons type stuff here. I never really bought it, but you got to move the plot along. So, just, but she does a good job acting to convince you why she went back. She knows, though, it's effed. She does. Yeah, that's why she said, if I go back, I won't be any good because she does have she doesn't want to go back. No way. She meant it. Oh, boy. She knows better. She just tells herself that. She look at her face. She's so good, great acting here with her. She knows damn well that they're gonna lie to her. Oh, look at that badass ship, dude. Man. Close your eyes, Lady V. Yeah, Phantom. She knows, kind of. For her to trust them in anything is just ridiculous, but she has to do it for herself to go back. It's mostly because the families are there. Oh no, yeah, there was a nudie poster there. I'm just messing with you. We saw some last week too. It's military stuff, so there's always nudie posters. So. Marines, hoorah! Now this is an homage. What Cameron did here to the opening of Alien. Now this is cool scene. It's a little bit different, but you guys are great. You guys are on fire already. Yeah, snort. Exactly. I wish she should have said more to Bert when he said, "Well, we can handle anything." She should have said, "You can't fucking handle this." You know what I mean? And go off on him about what she saw. You guys are great. Michael Bean. There's the man. Yeah, buddy, the sound goes up and down. I'm going to crank mine up all the way. Just have to adjust my headphones. I'm going to turn it up for you guys. And then you guys can do what you need. Lance Henriksen, Michael Bean, Bill Paxton, Vasquez. Well, uh-oh. Yeah, right. A few times. Everybody. See, Bug hunt. Snort's probably raining here as well. Yep, that man. Well, if Snort is getting rain, I hope it doesn't get bad here, folks. You know what I mean? So the electric doesn't go out, but cross our fingers. Yeah, that's old elbows. He's gonna rip into Hudson for talking shit to the lieutenant. That's just like in the Marine Corps. You don't do that and not get away with it. Yeah, Dolphin. That's why I kept it in the. I'm not going to open that with Hudson. Yeah, you would think, right? The whole thing about that bug hunt, big debate about that. That in this universe, they were aware of aliens out there. I didn't necessarily like that because I wanted to be more mysterious, but they put it in. Buddy, I'm sending you something over on Twitter. Spunkmeyer, yeah. I like that little scene between her and Drake that's getting her all motivated. Filthy animal. Oh, I'm actually wearing one of my Marine Corps shirts. I didn't mean to. Space Marines? Oh yeah, it's a global thing. Although that's an interesting point. I don't know if I the flags you say. I don't think I ever noticed that. I'll have to go back and look at that. I like this little fighter plane too. It's badass. DJ, play nice. Thanks for stopping by. At least I can put it on pause. Sure. Thanks for stopping in, Lisa. Oh, we still be here, Lisa. This is a 2 hour. This is like a 2.5 hour movie. This is the long cut. That's right. They have no idea. Oh, hear the music? I love the music. Lady V and I always love the music. Oh, gives me goosebumps. Yes, creepy. That was a great shot of them dropping that the attack vehicle. Yep, Phantom. You're right. Right, snort. Okay, we're good. Let's get that out of here. Oh yeah, motion tracker. Oh wow, they had a role playing game on this. I remember some of the older video games had like the motion tracker and stuff. Yes, Lady V, the hot one. Yeah, very long time ago. That gun reminds me of Old Faithful from Predator. Oh no, it's not agile. It's just meant to wipe it out, wipe anything out in front of you. That's why they're on point in case they get attacked. Yeah, Lady V. That's why her arms were so big. Oh shit. Yeah, that's why she's looking like that. She's like, "You kidding me? I told you Emma first that this shit was gonna happen." This is where I think Ripley would be like, I ain't going nowhere. Get my ass out of here." There it is. Yeah, Phantom, it's turned into a rescue mission now, so they can't leave. Yep, Lady V, exactly right. Round two. Oh, this is just getting started. Great directing, great production. Yeah, Phantom. The big debate is why Gorman even went in to begin with, not calling in backup. Of course, they would have told him to move in anyway. So, oh, gross. Oh, yeah. Gorman should have known they got lied to, because if those people caught those things, the company knew. Yeah, he is off. Oh, yep, you guys are right. The company was behind all of it. I'm gonna do a timestamp. I'll be right back. 58 minutes. Okay. All right. Yeah, buddy. Exactly. Yeah, the scene where they discover the face huggers is the one that bothered me, because they should have realized that they company knew that they all got lied to and Burke was in on it. That's why the bug hunt comments earlier, I wish they hadn't took those out, and like I said, to make it more mysterious. But I love this. It's so good. Lieutenant right out of boot camp's trying to play child psychologist. That's how I felt after I watched Exorcist when I was young. Looked like that for a long time. Still do. I don't watch that movie. I'll watch all kinds of crazy horror movies like that, but not that one. Oh, I just watched that a couple weeks ago. The ending's great. Snort. Maybe nowadays, but back then when I was young, terrified. So it took that little girl to understand it won't make any difference. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. His one-liners are the best this whole movie. Dry heat. Snort. Have a good one, Snort. Poopus Bear. Thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta be shitting me that they did this to them. Look at Vasquez. She's like, fuck this, man. Goosebumps, man. Oh, oh, there it is. That's the one I have. Oh, oh. Fucking Gorman. That's exactly what he should have done. Get the hell out of there. See that? So that's good writing. The sergeant. Oh, Apon's awesome. Mm. It's all right, Rabbit. Ooh. Oh. Oh, four of them at one. Oh. Yeah. He. Oh, too late, Gorman. Fuck. Nope. Could be. Oh, Drake. Oh, oh. Oh. Corman wasn't wearing his helmet. Pendejo. Yep. Oh, fuck you, man. Sorry, getting excited. Right, Phantom? You freaking stay behind. But he is in charge now. I mean, Hicks is. You noticed that, Rabbit? I kind of caught on to that too. People sometimes forget that the planet was being terraformed so you could be outside and breathe. They do have some area where it's air, just in case. Lisa's back, everybody. You just missed the you just missed the big action scene. Oh, perfect killing machine. Classic. Oh, Gap, sorry, I missed your message. Okay. Yeah, Hicks and the Android thing are the only ones with their heads. You see little things like that make movies great, where he picks her up, puts her up on there. Little subtle things. Mhm. Yep. Yeah, Lady V. They still just don't understand what they're dealing with. I mean, they know what they are now, but they don't understand there was like 100 some colonists. I can't remember how many were down there. A couple hundred? 158? Okay. They don't. Oh, okay. The sign. They don't realize how smart those things are, because there's a something else there. Don't say it in the chat, anybody. I can only imagine. Thank you, chat. Yeah, 158. It's a little low numbers, but um, they don't they're not really anticipating it. I mean, well, they're trying. They just don't realize how smart they are because of you know why. Okay, timestamp 134. Okay. See, even Hudson. Oh, what an asshole. Well, she should have gone to Hicks and, like, I don't know, put him in handcuffs or something. Yeah, the thing is, they only had 500 rounds, so only 10 aliens or 11 aliens would make them use up those rounds because the rounds coming out of there are so fast. Yep. Phantom, you're right. So send his ass out there. Right, Phantom. Yeah, he's like, what? Like that pistol. See that acting? He says, "Watch your fingers." I don't know if that was in the script or not, but I kind of think it wasn't. He just said that because he saw it. Moralized. Right, Lady V. We know she can handle a flamethrower from last week. Oh boy. You got that right, fam. Tiger, welcome anyway. Not sure you are, but thanks for coming in. Hey, classic. All right. Look at that. Oh, Burke, I just want to punch him in his face. No. Give me some sugar, baby. Yeah. There's no way Vasquez doesn't run up and just punch him right in his teeth. No way. Oh, yeah. See, right, buddy. That's why I was saying she should have gone to Hicks earlier. But that little whole story of murdering all of them is what they were doing, saving it for later. That was the whole plan. He was going to kill everybody but them. Oh no, he's got directions from the company to do that. This is all a plan from the company from the beginning. If they didn't rescue the people, then they could say, "Oh well, we didn't know." But if they got jacked up like this, that's what they were going to do. It's really deep, but it's pretty gruesome. Oh, what a douche. Come on, Hudson, get some. Yeah, got his ass. Oh, Yeah, right, Phantom. Oh, oh, yep, Phantom. And don't forget about the other guys, Apone and all them. Remember what happened to them. What? We're not? And some bubble gum, duct tape and bubble gum. Almost sounded like some Batman music, a little bit. Did Horner ever do the score for some of the Batman movies? Right. I like how she's psyching herself up there. Deep breath. Let's fucking go. She learned from the first movie. You shoot first, ask questions later. Right, Phantom? The set design is so it's made to where you just don't know where they're at, right? At any point. Yeah, Fancy, there's not many left. A few. There's a couple. I mean, there's a few left. Basically, the ones that overran them. Oh man. Yep. Yeah. Yep, exactly. No. Oh, oh, oh man. No. Pitch. Yeah. Oh, don't say it. It's coming. Oh, I remember in the movies, people are yelling, "No!" Yeah, it's the only thing that's gonna work at this point. See how it took her shoe and everything? Oh, oh, wow. Dude, after last week and this week and Predator and all these other movies we've been watching, and thank you everyone who's been hanging out. I'll talk a few minutes while the credits are rolling. Let me know what you think about this. It just holds up so well, and there's only one or two things you can nitpick. Um, I'm literally was smiling and had goosebumps a couple times. You're welcome, Anonymous Rabbit. I just think we had a hell of a good crowd tonight, and I don't even want to talk about some of the special effects because they were so good. I don't want to ruin everybody's feeling about watching this again. So I might save it for another day. And I've decided to not do Alien 3 because he's and Stan Winston. Oh my God, who brought Stan Winston up earlier? I didn't know. That's right. He did the stuff here. Thanks for bringing that up. Um, I yeah, I like. I think you know what I'm getting ready to say. If you don't know me that well, the beginning is it just sucks. What happens to some of the characters off screen, and I like, some people like Prometheus. I liked Prometheus after about the second or third time, but in Covenant, I couldn't stand what they did to her, off screen like that. It's just I get what they're doing, but for me to go through this movie, it was 1986, so I was like a junior in high school. And then, watching Alien was one of my, besides Star Wars, Alien and the original Fog were an Exorcist were some of the original movies. And, then Blade Runner and all the 80s. The 80s was such an iconic decade of movies. It's incredible. Some of the movies that came out during the 80s and 90s. But the 80s has its own special decade in the late 70s, all to themselves. It's just timeless, some of these movies. The music, like Lady V and I would talk about, and Buddy and Phantom, and a bunch of us talked about Predator music. Lady V, I think you brought that up. And I was, of course, I'm a huge Goldsmith fan. Of course, a Williams fan, but I'm a big Goldsmith fan. I can't even tell you all the movies he's done. That got brought up in the chat. The music just fits. Everything fits, except a couple little things here and there. When Ripley is holding her, there's certain shots that you guys might not know this. Sigourney Weaver had a bad back. So I didn't want to say anything, of course, during the movie, because I was so into it. I try to be quiet toward the end there. Oh, I hit pause while we're just talking. So she had a body, a doll. Yeah, and Vasquez, you get endeared to. I mean, we're all nostalgic. We love this pop culture stuff and the movies, and so that's why I like 3. The head prison guy, I can't think of his name, the bald dude. He was so good in that movie. And a couple of the other actors, I think, was that Sean Pertwee, or was he in that? Pertwee? You guys help me out. Yeah, I just got lost. I get lost in some of these older movies because they're just so damn good. And it's not just me being picky on a lot of the new stuff, which we all can. We've all heard it. But I can't stand when people say things like, oh, you just don't appreciate the women characters today. I'm like, well, you don't want to come with people in this chat, because we all know way better that we loved a lot of the women characters back in the day. And we never thought about, oh, it's a woman. No, I didn't give a damn. She kicked ass. Vasquez kicked ass. Newt was incredible, but yeah. And some of the subtleties in this movie, I really think that I've missed some things. No matter how many times I've seen this, watching it with you guys, I see little things I've probably just forgotten. There were a lot of the actress Newt. I didn't pull it up. I forget her name. Apone is great. I think Dadman talked about how great Apone was, or somebody mentioned it. There was a lot of little things that I brought up sometimes when Hicks picks her up and puts her up on the stand when they're going over the engineering plans. And then when Ripley was talking to Newt, when they first find her and she's just talking to her one-on-one, Newt's face the whole time, you can tell it's either the director there is telling her, you got to have this look like that it's not going to matter. And she tells him it ain't going to make a difference. And then, of course, Hudson's one-liners. I mean, there's so many of his lines in here that you can just put, coming from what? When they're talking about, what is this stuff? It's like, yeah, but from where? It's a dry heat. And of course, the classic ones. And one of my favorites is, won't you put her in charge? But he's got a bunch of other ones. And Buddy and Lady V and everybody here knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, you go back and watch these movies, and when people say we're not doing a lot of justice, some of the new ones, well, if they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they're just bad. And people nowadays taking, pop shots at people who they are because we don't like a movie because it actually sucks. I would just say, come watch Aliens with me and my crew. And thanks again for everybody here. And we can tell your movie sucks compared to this stuff. Look at the cast, Lance Henriksen's great actor as well. So, and yeah, I have to admit the edit shortened for time for TV was perfect. Yeah, the extended one, I'm so happy. I didn't have any clue it was going to be the extended one because everybody knows I bitch about it all the time. This is the DVD, not Blu-ray version, and I had no idea that this would have been the long one. I'm just happy the damn thing works, so we could have a good time and enjoy it. But I've decided we're not going to do 3 unless I get, a bunch of votes here, or, if you guys want to do 3, I haven't uploaded. I was thinking of maybe doing Flash Gordon. I think I have that one. Ooh, I better not talk too fast. Or maybe Big Trouble in Little China next week, because it was the birthday of that this week and I missed that. And Rabbit, yeah, I want to do 3. We could do them all. And I mean, I don't have some of the later ones like Prometheus and stuff on regular DVD to upload. And everybody knows I just do these from my old DVDs. So, yeah, I think for me, I was going to decide whether you guys wanted it, but I just kind of knew before we started tonight at the end of this, because it's so damn good, that when I started getting actually goosebumps and had a big smile on my face, you should have seen me earlier. I was so pumped, man. But I thought, you guys can go watch 3 and then we'll move on to something else, because I promised, I think it was Lady V or somebody, that we were going to do the double feature. But again, what did you guys think? This is a 2.5-hour movie, and it doesn't feel like it. Although I had to go on a break, if you know what I mean, because I was drinking water before and a coffee tonight, and I had to take off real quick. Yeah, I'll skip 3, and I think let's do some really, really good fun stuff next week. If I can remember, we'll do Big Trouble in Little China. And if you guys know my avatar over there on the YouTube, it's one of my favorites. And then maybe we'll do some fun, quirky stuff like that. Maybe Flash Gordon 1980. Brian Blessed. Gordon's alive. So that's a fantastic one. And we'll maybe stick to the 80s for a while. And then maybe we'll do Blade Runner. I have Blade Runner, the director's cut, which is way better, because there was a lot of things, and everybody knows here, the original Blade Runner had a lot of little technical issues that they needed to fix. Oh, I think everybody here loves Blade Runner for the most part. I can't say when people ask, well, what's your favorite movie of all time? I'm like, ooh, dude, really? I did Casablanca a few weeks ago, and it was awesome. I know it's people kind of like, Casablanca, holy shit, you're a sci-fi horror guy kind of thing. I was like, nah, Casablanca is one of my favorites. Blade Runner, Big Trouble, Flash. And it's difficult to put any of those as my number one. I have to put about 10 as my number ones, top 5. Yeah. So I think we'll do maybe Blade Runner or Big Trouble in Little China or Flash in the coming weeks. We'll probably do those. Or I'll do those. But I have the final cut in Blade Runner. That's a Ridley Scott movie as well, unless I forgot that. That's Ridley Scott from Alien. Well, thank you, Lady. You have good taste of movies too, for showing up and hanging out, and everybody here does as well. We had like 7 or 8, almost 9 people at one time, I think, popping in and out. Some people couldn't stay. And so the Blade Runner cut, there was a lot of little things they had to fix. I won't do spoiler alert. When we do it, I'm sure I'll be talking again, so I don't want to be repeating myself too much like I kind of normally do when I get all excited about these movies. And it's almost like I could do a talk show after this. And I know some people do talk shows before they show the movies, but it's kind of too much of a spoiler alert. So I'm kind of stuck in this conundrum of people who try to do the replay here. That's why I do the one night only showcase title for this, is because I'm just telling people you're not going to be able to watch this unless you want to hear me say a comment every now and then for 2.5 hours and then go all the way to the end and then listen to us, and listen to me ramble on about all this stuff. But yeah, so we're almost on 3 hours, and so I'll let everybody go. I think there's a few people out there, maybe Dad Man or something, that anybody wants to go hang out with them. I think Comics Division. There's a few people that are always. No, you're welcome, Anonymous Rabbit. We had a really good crowd tonight. I hope I can pick movies that bring people back. So I just want to wish everybody a good night. And hey, it's 4th of July in about 14 minutes over here. Teague is on. Okay, that's right. Thank you, buddy. Teague is on. So go hang out, Teague. I need to put a bunch of people on where I can just cut and paste really quick. But if you guys can find Admiral Teague, go hang out with him and have a good time. But be safe tomorrow. Have a good time. If you're down here in sunny Florida, it might be raining and then blazing hot and then raining again. So I don't know what to tell you there. But anywhere else, have a good night. Take care. Be safe this weekend. And maybe Friday night no Friday night Fortnite because of the holiday. Maybe Sunday night Geekery with Mark D with a C. And then if not, JT and I should be back with the comics, finishing up the Joker run on next Wednesday. And then you know me, I'll decide on a movie Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So yeah, okay, Rabbit said no Fortnite. I forget because it's the freaking holiday. I just said that too. Duh. But all right, everyone. No, I don't think there's late night Fortnite on his channel. You never know with Mark though. He might, but I think he said no, right, Rabbit? I think the plan is not to have it. So I'm just gonna go with that. Who knows? Maybe I'll jump on and just play. And if anybody's around, we can play. If I'm not falling asleep. So but then maybe Sunday night, hopefully I can meet up with you guys on Mark's channel. And then, like I said, Wednesday and then next Thursday. And I'll pick one of those three. I'm sure. Like I said, I always have to go with what works. So anyway, good night. You know how I am. I'll just keep rambling on. Have a good one. Take care, everybody, and thank you for being here. And I'll type that in. Thanks for hanging out. If I can type, I can do it. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. All right. Okay, guys. Take care.